Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first video which I'm going to be doing on shadow work because I recently made a TikTok about shadow work. It was just like a funny TikTok, like I'll insert it right here. And I'm receiving a lot of questions about how to start shadow work, what is shadow work, just a lot of questions in general, and I thought I should make a video on it because it's hard to reply to like every single comment. Like I'm still getting comments right now, like there's a little notification right there. But before we get into that, my name's Mackenzie. I'm 15, turning 16 literally next week. I'm a Leo. I started my spiritual journey around, I think, a year ago. I just started with meditation and stuff like from my therapist, but then I got more into it. Basically, in this channel, I'm going to be taking you guys along with me on my spiritual journey and helping you guys kind of like kickstart yours, you know. I'm also going to be doing vlogs, thrift hauls, makeup videos, get ready with me, other spiritual things. I just got a tarot card deck, so I'll probably be doing videos on that when I get better at it. But yeah, make sure you subscribe and hit the like button. I'm just gonna get into it. So we're gonna be talking about shadow work basics. I have my notebook full of questions that you guys, well, there's only a few, but that you guys asked me. I have my water with me because my throat gets like raspy. Alright, let's get started. So the first question I got is, what is shadow work? So shadow work, as it says in the title, is working with your shadow, the dark parts of yourself, the trauma, the childhood trauma, the guilt, the anger, the fear, the hatred that you feel towards those things that happen in your life, towards those people that hurt you. It's also confronting your toxic behaviors and working on them to make yourself a better person. For example, say when you were little, you were abused or something, and you obviously hold a lot of hatred and anger in your heart and sadness and fear even, and that pops up in relationships also. Like say you were abused, you get scared that you're going to be abused from your partner, or you go for partners who weren't the best for you because you have a messed up perception of love. It shows up in many areas of your life, and shadow work is really good for that because you kind of release all the hatred and anger and fear and detach it from what happened to you, so that you not only are healed from it, but you learn from it and you accept those emotions and you understand that you don't have to be scared anymore. The toxic behaviors part, say you realize that you get really irritated easily, or you are mean to your family for no reason, or you start arguments with your significant other for no reason. If that's the case, then you have to do shadow work. So ending that question, shadow work is basically working on the dark parts of yourself, becoming a better person, healing from your traumas, healing from your guilt, also forgiving yourself for things that you've done in the past that might have messed other people up. You have to forgive yourself. You can't hold that guilt in your heart because you won't be able to move forward, you know? Like say you cheated on someone but you've grown. You have to accept that you did that and feel remorse for it but not feel guilt. You have to know that that was a bad thing that you did but not feel guilty about it. Just work on yourself. Work on how you respond to certain situations. How do you know if you need to do shadow work? Okay, if you notice, pay attention to your behaviors. If you notice that you're acting on anger or fear, or if you notice that you're having nightmares a lot about a certain trauma, like for example me, I have a lot of trauma with my father. I was having nightmares about him and the situation until I did my shadow work. That's a good teller. Also, if you're very depressed, or if you just keep seeing signs pop up, if your manifestations are coming back at you wrong, then that's a sign that you need to do shadow work. I promise you it's not scary. It may be emotionally draining. I was in a depressive state for a while, crying like every day, but it is worth it. I promise you, do not give up. Like, the light is always brighter on the other side, or the grass is always greener on the other side. Why is shadow work important? Shadow work is very important because if you're trying to go farther in your spiritual journey, you don't want to have those toxic behaviors, and you don't want to have those traumatic experiences popping up in different areas of your life affecting those around you. Not only does your trauma affect you, it affects those around you. For example, I had trust issues from my father that popped up in relationships where I couldn't trust them, and it created an issue. If you don't want to do it for yourself, do it for those around you, because not only does it affect you, it affects them, maybe even worse, because they see what's going on and you don't. Shadow work is also important to just be peaceful, to just align with yourself, not having those negative thoughts overrun your life. Of course, negative thoughts do pop up, and that's okay, and all you have to do is acknowledge them. Acknowledge that you had that thought, and think about it, turn it into a positive thought, and move on, and that's it. Shadow work is also very important if you're going to manifest, if you plan on manifesting, because manifesting, you're basically taking something from the universe, and if you keep taking and taking and taking and not expressing your gratitude, not working on yourself to make yourself a better person, then the universe is going to be like, what the fuck? Like, what's your problem? And it will repay you in bad ways. So it's very important. All right, next question. This is the ultimate question. How do you do shadow work? So there are many ways to do shadow work. For example, if you're working on your childhood trauma, therapy is basically shadow work. It's that simple. You talk about your traumatic experiences, talk about how they made you feel, but the key part is that you have to relive those emotions, like actually feel those emotions when you first felt. This is how it can be emotionally draining, because when you're sitting there re-feeling these emotions that you never wanted to feel ever again, it takes a toll. But it's worth it, because when you feel those emotions, you accept those emotions, and you love yourself for having those emotions, and you understand that it's normal, and you understand that you don't need to hold those emotions in you. One way I like to do this, working on my childhood trauma, is meditating. You can do guided meditations for shadow work if you want to. I just do it with music. I like to listen to 528 hertz music while I'm meditating, and I just imagine the traumatic experience in my head. Imagine it, feel it, relive it to the fullest. Feel every single emotion. Don't hold back. Just feel every single emotion that you have. And once you do that, you keep doing that until you feel that it no longer hurts you, that it no longer takes a toll on you. Keep doing that until you feel like you've released your attachment towards that traumatic experience of anger and fear and hatred and hurt. You will know when that experience does not hurt you anymore, when you don't have an unhealthy attachment to that experience anymore. And basically what you do is you start from your childhood and work all the way up. Now, if you have repressed emotions, repressed traumatic experiences, you can't really dig those up on your own. I mean, you can do research. I haven't really done research, but I suggest if you have insurance, therapy. If not, I could probably do my research and make a video on how to dig up those suppressed traumatic experiences. Another way to do shadow work is journaling. I have a little journal right here that I write a lot of stuff in. This is my spiritual journal. You can look up shadow work prompts, or I can even make a video with shadow work prompts if you want me to. Just a bunch of shadow work prompts that you can write about. For example, things like, what is holding you back from being your authentic self? What do you regret the most? What do you hold against yourself the most? Things like that. There are a lot of shadow work prompts out there. I'm sure you could just Google it and they'll come up, or I could make a separate video. Let me know if you guys want me to do that. I can definitely do that. I can do anything you ask. Those are very helpful because it helps you dig deep into your mind and understand what makes you act the way that you do, what makes you who you are, those hiding emotions towards yourself. It kind of digs those up. There's so many, there's like hundreds of shadow work prompts, and those really help. You can also do shadow work in your day-to-day life. For example, if you find yourself yelling at your family for no reason, you sit there and think to yourself, why am I doing this? Why am I yelling at them for no reason? What is making me do this? And you dig deep and you find what's making you act this way and you correct it. You don't beat yourself up over it, because if you do that, you'll just have more hatred and self-hate, and it's just a whole mess. So don't beat yourself up if you have toxic behaviors. That's fine. You're normal. You're human. Love yourself for having those emotions. Love it. Like, actually love yourself. But correct it. Don't just keep doing it. It doesn't happen automatically. Obviously, you have work to do. You have to uncover what is making you feel those emotions. So I think I answered pretty much every question. I hope so. If not, comment more questions below and I can definitely answer those in the comments, or I can make a part 2 if I need to. I hope you guys learned from this video. Make sure to subscribe because I will be posting a lot more videos explaining spiritual journeys, how to start, just taking you guys along with me on my spiritual journey. I'm still new at this, you know. I don't know everything. By the way, I forgot to say that. I'm not an expert. This is just from my experience, what I've done, what has worked for me. I suggest doing shadow work first before anything. You can manifest. I did manifest before I did shadow work, but it's not fulfilling because you haven't done shadow work yet. Meditation and shadow work. Those are the first things that you need to do to start your spiritual journey. I can do videos on meditation if you want. I love meditating. I can do so many videos about that. I can show you guys how to meditate, meditation essentials, what you can have with you when you meditate to make it a better experience. I can do that if you guys want. I can do videos on crystals. I can do videos on manifestation because I know a lot of methods to do that. I can do witchy videos because I have so many things. Like, I have my candles, my jars, I have so many crystals. I don't know if you can see. I have so many crystals. Oh, my floor is dirty. Sorry. So many crystals, candles, incense, essential oils. I can help you guys along with that. I just made my first spell jar. I can teach you guys how to do those if you want. I can teach you how to open your chakras. I can do that. I can teach you pretty much everything if I know how to do it yet. If not, I'll learn and then I'll teach you. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys learned from it. I hope you guys had all your questions answered, and if you didn't, comment your questions down below and I'll answer them. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe and like and leave a comment down below. Comment a purple emoji if you made it this far. But I wish you guys the best of luck on your shadow work journey, your spiritual journey. I'll be here to help you. My Instagram is right here. If you want to hit me up and ask me personal questions, private questions, that's completely fine. I will answer them. Yeah, I'm going to be making more videos soon. If you guys want to leave like questions down below about other things other than shadow work, I can definitely make a video of that this week. And next week I'm going to San Francisco, or actually this weekend I'm going to San Francisco, so I'm going to have a little vlog. Hopefully I'm going to go thrift shopping and connect with nature and go crystal shopping, so that'll be fun. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!